Hey, I'm Curtis Stone and I've got a recipe for you that's going to blow your socks off. I hope you're wearing some. It's fish tacos, and these grilled fish tacos are not only super good for you, but they taste delicious. I've got some beautiful mahi-mahi. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is marinate it. I've just got little pieces, like maybe 4 ounces each, and that's probably good for 2 tacos. So what I'm going to do is take a little bit of garlic and just throw it on top of the mahi-mahi. And this is a little marinade. And I'm going to take some cilantro and chop it up, and then just sprinkling that on. Drizzle it with a little bit of olive oil. Turn it over, rub them around and sort of rub them on each other so the garlic flavour and also the cilantro gets all over the fish. Next, what I'm going to make is a really simple pico de gallo. I'm going to just take a few of these little tomatoes and then just chop it up fairly fine. The next thing I'm going to mix in is some onion, which is just a white onion which I've just diced, so about that much. I've got some beautiful fresh lime. You can use lime or lemon. I like the lime because it's got that sort of really acidic bitterness to it, which I love. Okay, so I'm going to get my jalapeno. Now, depending on how spicy you like it is how much jalapeno you put in. And these ones aren't too hot. Let me see. Hui! A little bit spicy, not too bad. So I'm going to put in quite a bit, because the pico de gallo, for me, needs to have a real kick. It needs to have that sharpness from the lime. It needs to have a little bit of saltiness, so you put quite a bit of salt in, and it needs to have a bit of fire from the jalapeno. So chop it up nice and fine. I need a little bit of salt. And the last ingredient, which is really important, is your cilantro. So get your cilantro, and then just roll that up, then just chop it up. And all this whole time, my grill's been heating. You need a nice hot grill to cook your mahi-mahi. Take your cilantro, throw that in, and it's that simple. Now the key to being a good cook is to taste things. Always, always, always taste. And then you can adjust. Woo-hoo! It's nice and hot. I'm going to take my fish and just put it straight on, just like that. Okay, so that's going to take a couple of minutes to cook. I'm just going to do 2 pieces for now. At the moment, we've got the tortilla. We're going to have the pico de gallo and the fish. You want some crunch, so that comes from raw cabbage. I'm just going to slice some up. I like to cut it pretty fine because at the end of the day, you want plenty of room for the fish, and you don't want this to be too bulky, but you do want the flavour and you do want the crunch. The other ingredient you're going to want is some avocado. So I've got a beautiful Hass avocado. Beautiful, lovely avocado. Let's see our fish. Beautiful. That's what you want. Nice hot grill, so you're going to get a little bit of colour, a little bit of that goldenness, which brings some natural sweetness, which is quite fitting for the mahi-mahi because it translates to sweet. These are the corn tortillas, so I'm going to get a couple of those and just sit them up there. And then that's going to get those nice and hot while our fish is cooking. So turn over our mahi-mahi. Beautiful. Another minute and we're just about there. Oh, the time is here. I think our fish is done. Now you want the fish just to be a tiny bit pink in the middle still. So I'm going to take it off. Beautiful. Let the fish rest. Now this is really important and not a lot of people know it, but the fish needs a minute to rest before you cut it. So don't think that you can just tear straight into it. We're going to cut the fish, so you want to keep it for just a minute. Our tortillas are ready to go, and what you're going to do is just cut through the fish in nice little thin strips, and you can see how it's just that tiny bit pink in the center? That's perfect. So let's pick up some of our fish and just lay it straight across our tortilla like that. You just get a little bit of your cabbage and place over the top of the fish. Then we've got some of this gorgeous avocado. Take some of your fiery pico de gallo that we made and spoon that over the top. A little bit on this one as well. And then your Mexican crema, your Mexican sour cream, A little drizzle of that as well. Yum, look at that, juicy, creamy stuff. A little bit of fresh cilantro just finishes the dish off. Oh, I tell you what, I cannot wait. That looks so, so good. It's a real taste of California, come Mexico, come Hawaii, a grilled fish taco, good for any occasion. I'm Curtis Stone, and that is my favorite thing to stick in a tortilla.